71. The General Assembly of Pennsylvania. House Resolution. Number 861 Session of 2012. Introduced by versus Brown, Bishop, Brennan, Caltagirone. DiGirolamo, Kirkland, Parker, Cutler, M. O'Brien, Stabak and Frankel, September 25, 2012. Introduced as non-controversial resolution under Rule 35, September 25, 2012. A resolution. And recognizing Pennsylvania's American Indian peoples and communities and recognizing the first Saturday in October of every year as Indigenous Peoples Day in Pennsylvania. As the indigenous peoples of North America, the first Americans, have woven rich and diverse threads into the tapestry of the heritage and history of the United States and this Commonwealth. Throughout their history in this great land, they have faced moments of triumph and tragedy alike, and as American Indians have inhabited the land which is now known as Pennsylvania dating back some 5,000 years, and whereas former Secretary of the Pennsylvania Historical and Museum Commission, Dr. George P. Donahue, acknowledged that no state in the entire nation is richer in Indian names or in fact Indian history than Pennsylvania, and as some of the many great nations that inhabited the territory known as Pennsylvania were and are the Lenape, Cherokee, Susquehanna, Unami, Minzi, Minquas, Erie, Muskogee, Huron, Allegheny, Shawnee, Susquehannock, Oneida, Onondaga, Cayuga and Seneca Indians and the Wyandot, Chippewa, Mississauga, and Ottawa Indians as well as many others who sustained themselves in the natural environment of the Keystone State, and as pre-colonial Indian villages and ancient burial mounds which were plentiful and spread en masse across the territory now known as Pennsylvania were destroyed or lost due to agricultural development and industrialization, and whereas Rocks Mound in McKeesport is one of those ancient burial mounds in this Commonwealth that stands as a testament to the highly civilized societies of indigenous American peoples and is reported as one of the oldest places of human habitation in eastern North America, and many of Pennsylvania's busiest highways such as Route 1, Route 40, Route 30, Route 611 and Route 590 started as American Indian paths that were used for trade and hunting, and whereas American Indian culture and society have contributed to the agricultural development, medicinal discoveries, preservation, commerce, governmental institutions and structure and many other facets of our country, state and cities, and as many American Indian peoples live in our urban cities, including 4,000 in Philadelphia and more than 81,092 in Pennsylvania according to the 2010 census, and as many of the American Indians living in our counties, cities, towns and boroughs have gone through great adversities to maintain their cultural and ethnic identities, and as many Southern and Northern American Indians in the early 1800s through the 1900s were mislabeled, colored, negro, mulatto, and white, resulting in the dilution of their identities, and as many have persevered through trauma and tragedy to preserve culture and traditions to be beacons of light for future generations, and as American Indian culture and American Indians, indigenous peoples, are to be respected and honored, and whereas the Commonwealth acknowledges the importance of educating the citizens of this Commonwealth about the heritage, history, art, mythology and traditions of the American Indian peoples and communities in the state of Pennsylvania, and whereas American Indians continue to contribute to the culture of this Commonwealth through the ancestral preservation of their heritage, and as their dedicated efforts to honor their proud heritage assist in developing a deeper understanding within this Commonwealth of the vibrant and ancient customs of the indigenous peoples living in this Commonwealth today, and whereas Indigenous Peoples Day notes the influences of Indigenous culture throughout our history, and whereas Indigenous Peoples Day commemorates the contributions and resilience of Indigenous communities and celebrates preservation of their unique cultural heritage and ethnic identities, therefore be it that the House of Representatives congratulate and recognize the many contributions of American Indians. The strong and living traditions of the first peoples to call our land home and look forward to working with American Indians in the future and appreciate their future contributions to our Commonwealth, and be it further resolved that the House of Representatives recognize the first Saturday in October of every year as Indigenous Peoples Day in Pennsylvania.